I bet you're wondering why I'm standing here with a plunger.
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Absolutely right. We have a plumbing myth. Picture an old house, and in that house is an old hot water heater. The hot water heater is neglected. It's beyond neglected. In fact, so badly that it blows up. But it doesn't just blow up. No, this hot water heater blows up like a rocket shooting up through the roof of the house, hundreds of feet into the air, landing 500 feet away. The fans are going nuts about this on the website. They want us to test it out.
Sounds like fun to me. It gets me all steamed up just thinking about it.
This is a tale of explosive transformation. The water heater, an everyday appliance that sits quietly in homes and businesses everywhere, can apparently build up so much pressure it can turn into a rocket, capable of launching through the roof and into the atmosphere.
Water heaters exploding, taking off like rockets. I thought they had safeties for preventing that kind of thing.
Apparently they do, and we're going to end up with a rocket-propelled water heater come hell or hot water. But first I think we should learn a little bit about what makes them tick, and specifically what would make them fail.
A little water heater 101.
Water heaters are fitted with two main safety devices, a thermostat and emergency cutoff switch to prevent the water from overheating, and a temperature and pressure relief valve to release excessive pressure. They also have hot and cold water inlets and a heating element inside. To find out what needs to happen to make good water heaters go bad, Jamie and Adam are conducting scale tests using small 6-gallon tanks.
Today, all the tests we're doing with the small water heaters are about failure. We're going to set this thing up using instrumentation that monitors both temperature and pressure. Then we're going to make each component, each safety component of this water heater fail until we get the entire tank to fail. Anyone have to go to the bathroom?
Improper installation or lack of regular maintenance can really cause the safety devices to fail. Jamie and Adam are just simplifying the process.
This is the thermostat and the emergency cutoff switch, which the water heater normally comes with. We've taken it off, so we've got no emergency shutoff.
Okay, let's turn on the heat for this myth.
I'm seated in the MythBusters hot water heater explosion-proof safety bunker at the command center, where a bank of instruments are informing us of every possible condition of that hot water heater. Actually, it's two instruments. I've got one on top, which tells me the temperature inside of the water, and one that tells me of the pressure that's building up.
The T&P valve is now the only functioning safety device. So here's how it works. When heated inside a closed environment, water expands and causes an increase in pressure. If the temperature or pressure gets too high, the T&P valve opens.
So in theory, once this thing reaches the pressure that the pressure relief or the temperature relief valve activates at, we should just see it start to spew some water.
Yep.
From H2O headquarters, the guys wait and watch. So people don't get scalded, the recommended set temperature for water heaters is well below boiling point of 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Look at how fast the temperature's rising, man.
Yeah, won't take long.
When the water gets up to a dangerous 165 degrees, the T&P valve comes to the rescue.
Oh, there it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, it's spewing. That's what it's supposed to do.
That's better. For their next test, they're really putting themselves in hot water.
What's next?
Well, next, I think we pull the T&P valve and we start the final failure analysis test, in which nobody approaches this bunker until we hear boom or all clear. Now you might wonder exactly how that's going to happen in real life, and I'm going to play it out for you. A homeowner looks at his hot water heater and sees that there's this thing sticking out in a pipe that doesn't go anywhere. And he thinks, well, maybe that's from some old plumbing. It's dripping water too, so I'll just cap it, stop it from dripping water. Happens all the time.
Removing the T&P valve could cause a serious explosion, so Jamie rigs up an external emergency release so they can defuse the system immediately.
Are we live?
We're live.
All right, let's get everyone in the safety zone.
The pressure slowly builds. Normally, a T&P valve is set to release at about 150 psi. Now, the sky's the limit.
This is excruciating.
Tell me about it. 400 psi.
250 degrees Fahrenheit,
Both the temperature and the PSI are climbing steadily, when all of a sudden,
Whoa! We just lost pressure. We lost half of our pressure over there.
something in the system is causing the pressure to drop rapidly.
We're at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I think we're losing pressure somewhere we can't see, and we've just got to abort.
All right, well, I'll pull the valve. That's what it's for.
All right, let's do it.
Jamie triggers his emergency release. When water that's been heated beyond boiling point hits air, it turns instantly into vapor. Great for opening those pores.
Okay, that is indicating it's fully depressured.
Having seen the kind of intense stress they're up against, the guys decide to move out of M5 to somewhere safer.
The PSI gauge just failed. Don't know why, but the main thing is neither Jamie or I feel comfortable doing the test here in the bunker anymore. After watching the amount of steam that came out, knowing how much pressure it takes to make a tank blow, we just want to be far away from this.
The pent-up fury inside this tiny tank has got the guys running for cover.
We need more room, for
Let's
sure.
pack up and move it out.
Okay.
Explosion danger lurks in thousands of typical hot water heater installations because the great majority have either improper protection or no protection at all.
Is the tale of the water heater rocket really true or just over-the-top scare tactics? To find out, Jamie and Adam have arrived at the wide-open spaces of Alameda Naval Base.
So the very first thing we're going to do is make this bunker into a safe haven for all the people on the crew to be able to monitor the blast. And the second thing we're going to do is make a blast for all the people to monitor. We're going to blow up that little thing once and for all.
To attain liftoff, they're not adding explosives of any kind, just plain and simple heat and pressure.
It may help you to think about this in terms of just a pure release of energy. All we're doing is putting energy into the water heater in the form of electricity converted to heat. We're not letting that energy out in any way. Now, the difference between a rocket and a bomb releases all of its energy in every direction at once, and a rocket releases all of its energy over a little bit longer period of time in one single direction. And that's what we're looking for here.
The same as their scale tests, they're using a 6-gallon tank. And to recreate real-life circumstances of shoddy installation and neglect, have made a few adjustments.
The electronic cutoff switches and thermostats, gone. The temperature and pressure valve, gone.
The power from a remote generator is switched on.
Okay, Adam, we're live. We're hooked up. We're running about 25 amps, so everybody be on alert. Over.
And our little heater has his moment in the sun.
Well, as far as I can tell, everything's good to go.
I hope we get it to blow this time.
Yep.
I'm tired of watching a heater not do anything.
Third time's the charm.
In a healthy appliance, the cutoff switch would activate before boiling point, and the pressure release valve at 150 psi. But our patient is sick, and his temperature's rising rapidly.
All right, so we're at 7 minutes, almost 40 psi and 250 degrees Fahrenheit.
270 degrees, 53 psi. Okay, we're at 20 minutes, 370 degrees, and 190 psi.
Suddenly, his fever breaks.
That's a failure, but that's not an explosion. It was pretty spectacular. This thing bathed in a cloud of hot, scalding steam and 300, 400 degree water. It's ludicrously dangerous.
6 gallons of water turned into 9,600 gallons of fissuring vapor. But even with all that force, the tank didn't go for a ride.
The small tank's probably made with the same gauge of metal as a medium-sized or large-sized tank, which means it's going to be exponentially stronger because there's less surface area for the pressure to act against. Let's get a bigger heater out here. Try this again.
Okay, let's do it.
A bigger tank may give the guys the heave-ho they need. Can an ordinary, everyday water heater become a rocket so powerful it can blast through a building? So far, Jamie and Adam have let off a lot of steam.
There we go.
Whoa!
but couldn't send a small 6-gallon tank skywards. This time, they're using a 30-gallon tank and have a new strategy to add some extra thrust.
I'd like to fill this 80% full.
Okay.
So let's put 24 gallons in here. We may find this like perfect relationship between water and steam for getting the maximum amount of pressure.
In daily life, a water heater is an appliance nobody normally takes any notice of. So to mimic one in serious neglect, Jamie and Adam disable its safety devices. Once again, it's time for launch and to man bunker boiling over.
By the time we're done with this, we'll actually know what we're doing.
At least one of our crew seems to think they'll get it this time. Never has a single water heater been covered from so many angles. Maybe all this attention will raise them from their D-list apparatus status.
Okay, now we're at 160 PSI. It's officially a no-go zone. Anything goes from here on in, so stay clear.
These pressure vessel ones are really difficult because they involve tons and tons of waiting, and it's excruciating. It's really boring. The suspense is killing me.
After an excruciating 50-minute wait, they achieve liftoff.
Wow!
That was at about 350 PSI.
The heater travels in a straight trajectory into the air so high, you could order a pizza while you're waiting for it to come back down.
Wow, no, it just came down. There it is. It came down like 40 seconds later. Oh my God.
This was a really serious explosion.
Whoa!
I mean, even though this is just a water heater, you would be in danger of shrapnel hitting you. You could get severe burns from the steam. And not only that, the shock wave was really significant. I mean, the whole area was reverberating.
Adam's just seen the most beautiful thing we've ever filmed on the high speed.
Oh, that's one of my favorite booms we've ever done. Just water and pressure. Look up top, you can see the tank breaking through the casing. Boop, there it goes. Wow.
The boosters were separating.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what we just saw isn't just about pressure, it's about steam and superheated water.
Right. I mean, everybody knows that at sea level, at atmospheric pressure, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, but as the pressure increases, so does the boiling point. So, for example, at 350 psi, the boiling point is 438 degrees Fahrenheit.
And this all means that when that hot water heater fails and releases that superheater water, it instantaneously turns to steam.
Yeah, and that 30 gallons of superheated water, it goes to 30,000 gallons of steam in an instant.
Wow. No wonder it was so spectacular.
But there's one even more spectacular way for the guys to push this myth through the roof. Put the water heater into the house.
Do we have a house?
No, we gotta build one. You ready?
Damn.
Can this kind of damage be caused by your water heater? To find out, Jamie and Adam have successfully launched a 30-gallon water heater 500 feet into the open air. Whoa! Now, to really blow the lid off this myth.
That hot water heater flew into the air. That's amazing.
It wasn't contained. It doesn't tell us whether it would make it through a building or not.
Well, and that's our next step, I think. Let's build a building around that hot water heater and get it to fail and see what happens.
And we'll have to build the roof to code.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Then we'll know if it happens in our building, it would happen in your house. I can't wait.
Only the MythBusters would take delight in building a house from scratch in anticipation of destroying it.
It's gonna take me a few hours to build it, but you'll get to watch it in all of about 10, 15 seconds.
So let's get this time lapse started. First goes down the floor, which they tile in Deco-inspired black and white. Next, they unpack their shining centerpiece,
Bada bing, bada boom.
a 52-gallon water heater. This size would typically be used by a family of 4. Once again, they disconnected safety devices as if it's faulty or needs a service.
There we go.
It does add a charming focal point to the room, doesn't it? Then they close it in with walls and windows. Here's hoping they're double glazed.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the MythBusters Clubhouse.
Now, to create a typical water heater home scene with the lady of the house enjoying a relaxing bath.
A little steam bath.
Remember, their cozy cottage is no balsa wood and hobby glue construction. Jamie and Adam are building the roof to exact California Code building regulations.
In order to make sure we're getting this right, we've actually built this roof to code. It's identical to any kind of roof any normal hot water heater would be meeting on its way into the sky.
The roof is lowered in place and secure. Now for the final touch.
All right, everybody, we're gonna paint this thing. We wanna start from the bottom and move to the top and paint everything except the black shingles, everything you can see. Neatness does not count.
It's not exactly a subtle shade, but salmon just doesn't say MythBusters. So what's Jamie's tank-tossing projection?
If the myth is true, the water heater in that house is going to take off like a rocket and go right through the roof. Whether I think that's going to happen or not, I'm not so sure. I think maybe if we had a taller roof so it had a little bit of acceleration room, I'm not sure whether it's a bullet really, but more of a big woof.
Jamie and Adam's impressive construction skills have created a house fit for the likes of Little Red Riding Hood. It's almost a shame to make it go, whoa! The buildup of steam under pressure can cause many things to go off. But how about a water heater bursting right through your house?
Okay, have you been paying attention? If you haven't, I'll recap. We're investigating the myth about hot water heaters failing inside people's houses, behaving like rockets, and shooting out through their roofs. So we tested this first in a small scale with a 6-gallon heater, and it didn't blow up so much as fail, like pshh. So we went and got a 30-gallon heater, and it blew up perfectly, just like a rocket. We decided to go full scale, 52-gallon heater, built a house around it, and we're just about to see what happens when it fails.
To mimic a real-life situation, the roof of the house has been constructed to California Building Code specifications. And the water heater contains no explosives. They turn on the power, hunker down, and wait.
You feeling ready? Everyone's in position? Cameras are all rolling?
Yeah, we got a nice little red house out there sitting
Isn't it
out,
pretty?
you know, like everything's rosy.
Rosy on the outside, but roasting on the inside.
Okay, everybody, we're at 300 PSI. That's twice the tank rating. Keep your eyes peeled because it'll go any minute now.
As the pressure inside the tank mounts, so does Jamie and Adam's heart rate.
315 PSI.
Oh, this is killing me.
320.
Any second.
325.
This is excruciating. This kind of stress on a regular basis can't be good for you.
No, shortening our lifespan.
We're gonna make it to 350. Oh!
Suddenly, the heater launches and tears through the roof like it's tissue. You could practically have a 3-course meal while you're waiting for it to come back down.
Look at the house.
What house? I don't see a house. I don't know what you're gonna be talking about.
This actually surprised me. The house was no hindrance whatsoever to the rocket. It probably would have gone through several houses like this before it stopped going.
It's like a fairy tale come true. The water heater huffed, and it puffed, and it blew the house down.
It just goes to show you, you know, there's danger everywhere. Did you know what was lurking in your basement?
The guys inspect what's left of their once charming home.
The bottom of the tank went from concave to convex, probably in a split second. There's a hole in the roof. It had to go through 2 layers of 2x4 trusses in order to make that hole, and yet it totally did. And it did it without breaking any of the 3 windows in here. That's a rocket, my friend,
Yeah.
not a bomb.
The trajectory and form of the 500-foot-high rocket-like blast is revealed on the high speed.
I gotta say, it's more interesting than an actual explosive explosion because the steam is just erupting everywhere and completely disintegrating. It's different. It's more elegant.
Yes, it was like a lovely, delicate water heater ballet, but deadly.
So our researchers have found cases of this actually happening.
Indeed, in 2001 outside of Seattle, a burrito shop's hot water heater exploded, went right through the roof, and apparently flew 439 feet into the air.
And there was one in Minnesota where the water heater went through all the floors of the house, continued 150 feet in the air, and it was so bad that it knocked the house off its foundation and it had to be condemned. 2 people were injured, killed a dog.
Yeah, it's real bad stuff.
So the moral of the myth is, even though you use them daily, don't take your water heater for granted, or there may not be a happy ending. And test your relief valve.
So what I hope that people get out of this episode is when they see that pipe sticking out of their water heater that doesn't go anywhere and it's dripping water, that they don't go, oh, maybe I should cap that. Hey, look! It's a hole in the roof! I'd call that. Can I wrap this up yet? Myth confirmed!